This week, in the episode of Roots to Roots, we will tell you the inspiring story of Bikram Singh, who was born and raised in New Delhi. At the age of 18, during India's transformative era of economic freedom in early 1990s, he moved to the US, where he began his undergraduate studies soon after arriving in the US. In 1997, he moved to New York, where he established his long-term home and the launchpad for his career.
This was back in 1993 when India was going through a liberalization era. So from Mr. Manmohan Singh, who was the finance minister at that time, to Mr. Narendra Modi, I have sort of been here ever since between those two eras. I have seen the evolution of both countries, both in the US and in India during that time period. And I've been fortunate enough to sort of build a life, a business, a career here in the United States. So I started my undergrad here in the US, and then I came to New York. This was back in 1997, and I've been here ever since. I have worked at large Wall Street institutions. I have held positions of increasing responsibilities.
Later on, Vikram started to realize his entrepreneurship dream as he founded a software company from which he exited later.
And then about 10 and a half years ago, I started my own company. This was a software company that was focused on helping financial institutions deal with their back office, their operations, their regulatory, their accounting data, sort of, basically a data quality check, data reconciliation checks. And we successfully sold that company to a French data management company. I exited the company. This was in March of this year.
But Vikram's entrepreneurial streak has not ended yet. Vikram has formed a new company with a unique business idea and model. According to him, the time for India to take its game to the next level is now.
And now I'm on to my new venture, which is a company called Opniscience or Opniscience. And here we are focused on taking all operations and technology headaches from financial companies and getting it delivered through a relationship management layer in the US and through our team over in India. We're going to take this with a slightly different twist, which is we will do the operations work from India, but we are also going to be building a whole agentic AI framework where we're going to be using the latest advancements in AI models to automate a lot of the mundane work that actually gets done by these financial institutions. And the most, sort of interesting thing is that we're going to be doing this using our workforce in India. The time has come. I'm standing here in Times Square, so the time really has come for India to sort of take their game to the next level. I have been fortunate enough to sort of do this once, and I'm so confident that in the next journey that I'm undertaking right now, that this is actually going to be going to a whole different level in terms of the kind of work that we're going to be doing, which is basically marrying institutional knowledge for the clients that we are servicing, along with this whole agentic AI framework that we are developing. That India is now going to be at a situation where we are not just sort of the old school labor arbitrage players anymore, but we are going to be building the next generation of AI solutions, verticalized AI solutions that will really sort of change the game going forward.
Ask Vikram about the American dream, and he says he firmly believes the American dream is here, especially for those in technology and innovation. However, the newcomers and students should arrive with clear goals and an openness to learning and growth.
I think the American dream is completely worth it. In fact, if anything, I think given the advancements that are happening right now in technology, because if you think about it, right, globally, most of the innovation is happening in the US. This is still the hotbed of innovation. This is still the hotbed where every single new advancement is coming out, whether it is, in chips or whether it is on the software side or the hardware side. The dream is still intact. The expectations have to be sort of tempered a little bit in terms of how is it that people sort of view the United States. People should come here and literally sort of have a very clear vision of what they want to do if they're coming in as students, or if they're already here, how they want to sort of structure their careers. And I am a big proponent that I think if you sort of come in with the right mindset, if you pay your dues, and if you just do all the things that this country really asks you to do, sky is the limit here.
What is Vikram's advice to the young generation in India, the restless generation that is hungry for success?
To be bold and be confident. So we as Indians historically have been very used to, or very, very kind of accepting of the fact that we are good at taking orders. I think we have to change that narrative. We have to be bold. We have to be confident. We have to know what we are talking about, whether it is, being a subject matter expert or just understanding why we are doing what we are doing. So just to give you an example, oftentimes the work that we get done out of India, people are just sort of following orders. They are just sort of listening to instructions. My sort of suggestion to them is be bold and ask, why are we doing what we are doing? Understand the context, understand the entire business angle of all that you are working on, because that will sort of build the confidence, that will help you sort of be more productive, that will help your career. The second thing that I would recommend is experiment. Take some risks. As Indians, again, we are not naturally inclined to take risks. The third thing I would recommend is communication skills.
While the US is known for a fast paced, career driven lifestyle, the importance of family and community remains universal. The post COVID era has underscored the value of work life balance and meaningful connections.
अमेरिका के अंदर जो एक जनरल परसेप्शन बना पड़ा है कि यहाँ पे लोग बड़े बिजी हैं और अपने करियर के साथ हमेशा जुड़े रहते हैं, ये ज़रूरी नहीं है. हम भी यहाँ पे, चाहे हम इंडियन अमेरिकन हैं या जो अमेरिकन भी हैं यहाँ पे, अल्टीमेटली हर कोई चाहता यही है कि आप जो काम करते हो, घर में आते हो, आप अपनी फैमिली के साथ बैठते हो, बच्चों के साथ उठते बैठते हो, अपने यारों दोस्तों के साथ घुलते मिलते हो, तो वो सब यहाँ पे भी है. वो सिर्फ आपको ये देखना पड़ता है कि आप वो बैलेंस कैसे करते हो. करियर हर कोई बनाना चाहता है, पर अल्टीमेटली सिर्फ अगर आपने करियर पे फोकस किया और अपनी फैमिली लाइफ को इग्नोर कर दिया तो उसका कोई फायदा नहीं होता है. तो यहाँ पे भी डिपेंड करता है कि आपका माइंडसेट कैसा है. यहाँ पे भी उसी टाइप का माहौल बनता है और लोगों के पास ऐसा माहौल है जैसे इंडिया में होता है. हम बहुत कम्युनल लोग हैं, हमें फैमिली के साथ उठना बैठना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. सो वी डू द सेम थिंग हियर एज वेल.